right, guys, we're joined now by Zia Williams. Zia, thanks for coming in and spending some time with us today. We appreciate it.
Sir.
So Highway 5 has always been a source of rivalries for Anna. Stepping into 5A brings back a familiar team to our south in Melissa. What are you most looking forward to in that game with that meeting?
I'm really excited to play them. I've never played them in high school football before. You know, I've always wanted to play our rivalry. I know a lot of people over there. I'm cool with a lot of people over there. So us as a team, being able to play people I know that give us competition is going to be great. We can show North Texas how we really are and how we win.
Excellent. So you're able to start for an entire year. So what are some of the ways you've grown up over this past year?
I've worked out a lot. I've trained a lot. I've did what I had to do to get better as a quarterback. I've worked with my teammates, try to raise my teammates up as much as I can. They've helped me out a lot, doing things that help me get better, catching the ball, doing stuff like that. So when I'm around them, they make me better, and when I'm around them, I make them better. So we work together as a team. We're gonna go again. We're gonna go back again.
Excellent. So would you say that the Coyotes are feeling more pressure this year after coming off a state championship as they enter this year's competition? And what are the vibes around the team as you enter 5A?
Like I said, it's more competition for us. It's better for us. We did it in 4A, and I'm really excited about 5A because I feel like we could do it again. More competition is gonna make us better. So, like Coach Parr said, they should be excited to play us. So we always ready for whatever comes in front of us.
That's great. Well, first of all, I want to say I noticed the flex, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Right? I see the flex, and I'm going to ask this throughout on a personal level. How do you manage the pressure that comes along with playing quarterback at this level?
The pressure is always going to be on the QB. So playing QB means a lot because you got everything on your back. Not really everything on your back, but you got a lot of responsibilities. You got to make sure everyone's lined up. You got to make sure you know the plays. Everyone knows the plays. So we worked over the summer. We worked on knowing plays, getting it done quick and everything. So I think we're there. We're 100%. We're ready for the first game.
All right. So it kind of follow up on that a little bit is this idea is, a quarterback can't play the game alone, right?
At all.
And so as you think about your wide receiver room and the guys that are around you in that group, what are some of the thoughts about these guys that you get to throw to all year?
Well, if I couldn't do it, if I didn't have an O-line, I wouldn't be able to throw it at all. So, I'm really thankful for my O-line. They block for me so I can get the ball to my receivers. But, I'm really excited about my receivers this year. We got a couple new people on our receiving core, Ashton, Rowan, Michael Kennedy, Ashton. Wait, I think I said Ashton already. Ashton, Ace, Michael, Rowan. I'm really excited they can show out their talent this year. They're new. They want to make a name for themselves, and I'm gonna make sure they get their name for themselves.
Now we know you're physical. We know that you are elusive. You have the ability as an athletic kind of quarterback to scramble if needed.
Right.
But you also have some guys in the backfield.
Tell
us a little bit about those guys.
I got my boy Chumley. I haven't seen a lot of running backs that can run like him. He's not that big, but it don't really matter what size you are. If you can run the ball like he runs the ball, you can play running back. So that's what I want people to know about him is you can't tackle him one-on-one. You're going to need a couple people to tackle him. So that's what I want other people to know is he ain't bad. He good. He real good. He a dog.
So you've had kind of a busy summer, right? Mm-hmm. You're preparing not only for the competition that you guys are stepping into at 5A, but
right.
You've been out and about. You've been camping. You've been doing a lot of stuff. What are some of the highlights from your summer, and what are some of the lessons you've learned and you've brought back with you?
My favorite experience is probably state 7-on-7. Going into 5A, I think that gave Texas Texas high school football a glimpse of Anna could be good in 5A, which I know we will be. But they didn't think we were gonna do good. They thought we were gonna lose to half the teams we played at 7-on-7, and we came out and played. Going out to DeSoto, I was really excited. It didn't go our way, but that just made us better. So we only lost by a couple, maybe one or two touchdowns, but that just gave me a thought we really could beat them. We just got to be more disciplined and know what we're doing. So playing us going against 5A, like I said, it's gonna make us better and better, and I think we're gonna win it again.
So kind of the last question, a lot of always the kind of underlying stuff that goes on around a football team, kids that are starting to get interest from that next level, right? You're one of those kids. You're one of these players on this team. One, how do you manage some of that attention? But two, what are some things you're learning as you're talking to some of these places and you're learning where you're camping and things like that specifically?
You can't let the hype get to your head. There's always going to be stuff you have to work on. So when people tell me I'm good, I take it, but there's a lot of things I got to work on that I can be better at. So, like, I know we won state, we did all that, but it's a new season, so there's better things and more things you got to work on to go back to back. So, us working this summer, and you know I got one more year after this, so all I can do is improve and get better at what I got to do to go where I want and go where I want to go, where I want and where I'm gonna play at. So I gotta take that into my thoughts. So, you know, like I said, my teammates, everyone around me is gonna make me better, and that's gonna help me get to college. And I'm gonna be there for them when they want to go to college. So I'm gonna help everyone around me. That's what I want to do.
Man, Zia, it's always a pleasure to have time to talk to you. Thanks for being here and answering a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we look forward to your head.
Thank you for having me on here.
All right, Edward Chumley is joining us, running back for the Anna Coyotes. I say running back, but that kind of seems too limiting for you. You kind of been all over the place last year in the state championship run. So tell us a little bit about how you're feeling, first of all, right? Physically, what are your thoughts about where you are as you enter this new season?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to play. I'm just really ready to get to it, and I want to definitely get back to where we were last season.
Excellent. So share with us a little bit about your camps over the summer, what you've learned coming into this year.
So I camped at Lamar, OSU, Louisiana Tech are some of the few camps I attended this summer, and just working on footwork and trying to get elusive. Want to work in the open space this year.
All right. Is there a game on the schedule that stands out to you, or a game that you're really looking forward to playing, and why?
I'm looking forward to playing Melissa. Excited. They're real close to us, big rival, but I think we can take them down this year.
I like that. I like that smile. That smile says it all. So in terms of practices, let's talk about some daily stuff, right? In terms of the practices, how do you see this team right now in terms of their readiness for the schedule that's in front of them?
I mean, my biggest concern this year going forward was our defense, because we lost a lot of our seniors. But I think they definitely picked up where the previous team left off. I think we're going to do just fine as far as, yeah.
Good deal. It seems like last year a lot of people really underestimated you. Why do you think that is, and what did you learn from working through that and coming out a state champ?
I think I just don't advertise myself as much as other players do. So I think no one really hears my name or pays attention to me. And then whenever I come, I just hit them, blindside them. They don't expect it. So.
All right. So just last question here. What do you think is the biggest difference for you as a running back as you move up in classifications? You guys start facing these 5A teams. What kind of differences do you think you're going to see, and how's that going to affect your game?
I'm expecting the players to be bigger, stronger, faster. But I mean, I think I can, as long as I read my blocks, hit my holes, I think I'll just do just fine. I mean, we've been grinding this summer, so I think I'll be ready for sure.
Well, we can't wait to see it. Thanks so much, Chumley, for taking some. And I'm so familiar. I'm sorry, I didn't even. Edward Chumley for joining us, for being a part of this and taking some time to answer our questions.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, we're joined with Jesse Vazquez here, and it's so great to have you sitting in the chair today to answer some questions. Thank you for being willing to do this.
Of course, anytime.
Well, we're excited. Listen, I'm going to start off with this question. I have an opportunity to look at this team on the stat show week in and week out. And one of the hardest places for us to be able to kind of pull guys up and highlight them is the O-line, right? Any line position is tough, but this is a hard job, physically demanding in ways that most people don't understand. Tell us about some of the things that you do on the line that most people don't notice. What are some things that you can give fans to look for that they can really appreciate about line play?
I would say our footwork. Footwork is very important, especially in the trenches, and just effort. A lot of effort goes into everything we do on the O-line. Even if I don't like the D-line, we still have to appreciate they work even harder or the same level as us, even though we're so much better.
Okay.
So tell me, what does the day after a game look like to you as far as treatment, recovery, that sort of thing?
Eating a lot, always eating a lot, drinking a lot of water. Set a bedtime.
Okay.
Wake up early so we could get into treatment and just relax.
Good, very good. So as a senior on the offensive line, you'll be looked to as a leader of that unit. What's that responsibility look like to you, and how do you help organize and motivate those guys to do the dirty work?
Always think positive. You know, the game is always 0-0 till the way end. It gets really hard if you fall behind, but we don't view it that way. We go 100% of the time.
So how do you think, especially played in the trenches, as you said just a second ago, how do you think that play is going to change at the 5A level? What are you expecting as you enter competition right off the bat?
Bigger, stronger, faster, but that it doesn't scare me. It doesn't change anything about my mindset or anything. We go 100%.
All right, and this question I'm saying over and over today, is there a team on the schedule that you're looking forward to playing?
Lovejoy. I really want to bust out those new black uniforms and try them on. And I've heard that they're good up front, and I just want to really put my skills to test.
That's awesome. And Jesse, thank you for taking some time to answer questions today. It's good to have you here, and we hope you have a great season. We're anxious to watch.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Well, we're joined now with Ronald Bell Jr., and he is an outstanding player for the Coyotes, wide receiver. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Really glad you're here. You ready for some questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Let's start off with this one. Your season last year was cut short. It was an injury that sidelined you, and I think a lot of people need to hear a little bit about what you did to kind of keep your focus, to keep your drive while you were doing the rehab and going through that whole process. And so if you wouldn't mind talking a little bit how you kept your focus last year with everything going on, and then tell us a little bit about how you're feeling heading into this year.
Yes, sir. What really kept my focus during my injury process is still seeing my family and my brothers play every Friday, and that really kept me going, just knowing that they still going and they still doing it. And my focus now going into this season is really being healthy, trying to stay healthy, and just trying to bring back another ring for the team.
So talk to us about what the offseason looked like then, right? You got good focus, you got good drive. What camps did you attend? What kind of workouts have you been doing? Tell us a little bit about some of that summer grind.
I attended Lamar University camping. I camped at Lamar. I camped at Louisiana Tech. And that's really all. I really camped at them two schools. Workout-wise, I've been in the school still, working out with the coaches like Coach Rod, Coach Parr still, and doing the same stuff we do every day.
So somebody pointed out that you might have posted a picture on one of the social media platforms of some of your workout progress. You know which one we're talking about? In the indoor, showing the abs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You want to talk a little bit about that? What's motivating that? Is that?
Coach Russell. He real hard on us, trying to keep us in shape, and I just want to show off the progress that he really work hard to do.
Ronald, what are your individual goals for this season?
Individual goals is to do better than I did last year. I got hurt 7 games of the season. I had 530 yards, so the goal is to have at least 1,000 yards this season and double the touchdowns, double everything, just help the team out as the best way possible.
Very nice. So what will success look like on a weekly basis for the offensive side of the ball this year?
We're moving the ball real fast. We were moving the ball fast before, but we working and we getting faster. And success, we driving the ball faster than we usually do, and scoring more touchdowns faster.
Well, since that's one of your goals, that's good, right?
Yes.
So beyond catching passes, though, how do you view your role on the team? How do you help others stay motivated during a long season? And because it is a grind, you've been a part of this. So how do you view your role, and how do you keep others kind of motivated?
My role is Coach Parr really points on doing your job. So if you do your job, that'll help everybody else do their job. Once they see you doing what you have to do, everybody else will drag in and do what they got to do.
Man, Ronnie, you're always willing to have a conversation, and we are so appreciative today for you to answer a couple questions with us. So
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for your time, and we're looking forward to watching you on the field.
Thank y'all.